like to firstly welcome you all this morning to the inaugural HBAA Corporate Forum on Strategic Meetings Management. Well, the Hotel Booking Agents Association was formed in 1997, with the main aims being providing best practice between agencies and venues, to provide a framework for personal professional development, nurturing innovation that will advance our industry, and being the primary source of expertise for those seeking to understand meetings, conferences, events and accommodation. Our speakers today come from every angle of the industry to look at this area that we call strategic meetings management.
I'd like to encourage all of you who run businesses or who employ venues or agents to look more carefully at who's running them. Is it some faceless, owner in the middle of nowhere, or is it someone who is in their business every day?
There are many statistics that back up the value of an SMMP, or perhaps one which is relevant, and that is 40% of organisations cannot identify their meeting spend. But first you must understand the potential. Without knowing how much you spend, you won't know what the potential savings are. Data and knowledge is power. And believe me, the amount of information that the venues have is poor, and of course not consolidated. You will not be able to go for them for accurate data. Further savings can be achieved as the SMMP evolves and matures. It's not unusual to see savings of 40% in year 2.
Creating an engagement strategy is really, it's like a ball of wool, isn't it? It's lots of networking, lots of people all over the place. Once you've actually gone through implementation with the client, I think there's a number of things both parties have to agree. A clear agreement of policy, what is that? And I think, again, you've got to speak up and say what you think is right. I think as a partner, you have to have an equal footing in this. You need to be agreeing with the client what will work best for both you and for their booking community.
Somebody asked earlier about, what does SMM actually mean? This is the actual formal definition outlined by GBTA and MPI. And in fact, MPI at the moment are actually doing a research project into an overview of strategic meetings management. What does it actually mean? It could be that once you've implemented a meetings and events policy where all the meetings are then tracked, whether it be manually, which again is still a good thing, or through some technology that's implemented, then you're actually analysing that data, and then you can actually make some strategic decisions around the use of that data.
So gala dinners, theatre tickets, sports matches, whatever it might be. These are the sort of things that, certainly in an event scenario, you may well have within an event. If you've got accommodation as well, for example, an HMRC will expect this stuff to be taxed within TOMS. But if you organise football tickets, let's say, just on their own, doesn't matter particularly in this context whether you're an agent or a principal, you won't be in TOMS.
Despite the significant range in spend, the challenges were very much the same. It's just scalable.